This is probably the most even competition I've ever seen, with the best costs of running in general. You got your shifter, you yank it back to upshift, you pop it down to downshift.
I've got a bit of a job to do here. Want to represent it, Flis Performance, Mazda MX5 Cup, well, NTT IndyCar Series, but I got a lot to learn. Just hopped into one of these cars. Well, here we go. Let's have some fun. Oh, heck. They didn't tell me how to work the windshield wipers. And there it is, gonna get that good entrance into Thunder Valley right over the apex and curb. Oh, I like you. Oh, this is fun.
What's up, people? So today we're gonna test one of the Mazda's Global MX5 Cup cars. I'm really excited about that. And how did that come to be? Why am I at an IndyCar race at Mid-Ohio, you might ask? Well, the MX5 Cup does in fact run with the NTT IndyCar Series right now, and it's a Thursday. This is gonna be a test day, so a really good opportunity for us to check out the car and see what the series is all about. And would you believe that it's Flis Performance, the people that are actually maintaining and leading and building all of Mazda's MX5 Cup cars. So I'm gonna put my mask on here and we're gonna go talk to some people, check out the car, and go on track. And then the next video coming up, we're gonna get really serious about the driving, check out the data acquisition, try to put down some good laps. So let's get serious here. And I am very impressed by everything going on, the organizational aspects with relating to Mazda, and of course the NTT IndyCar Series, and everybody taking good precautions, nature of the pandemic today. But naturally, you just expect that from the professionalism from everybody here today. So we've got the Cup car. How cool is this, right? Now, obviously this is a production-based car that starts out like any of the street cars, but then it goes down to Flis Performance to be completely transformed into a serious race car. And I'm gonna pop this here. There's so much good going on, and they never showed me where the release is. Found it, okay. Don't look like a total idiot. I think this is it. Where is it? Oh, it's this one. It's the oval one. This isn't staged, this is real, people. But anyway, I just want you to initially look at the basic preparation. Let's walk around, Peyton. This is clean, it's gorgeous, everything is laid out. Obviously, you can see some stuff that looks like reasonable bolt-ons for a sportsman. You can see things going on with the brakes, the wheels, the Brembos. But let's just start with the soul of this, is the roll cage. Not just a safety thing, but this is making the chassis so much stiffer and making this an incredible racing platform. And what's interesting, they take a basic street car and then it becomes FIA homologated. And that meets all the requirements and safety requirements of SCCA, IndyCar, IMSA, and of course, the MX5 Cup Series. So the cars, naturally, these things are putting down in race trim right about 175 horsepower at the wheels. So the better part of 200 horsepower at the engine. Now, they also have something really cool going on, which is very important for the way they drive. And come on back here, I want you guys to be able to see this. Let's walk on over here. So you see that shifter? The MX5 Cup cars no longer just have the stock H pattern. They in fact have a sequentially shifted dog box, like a proper racing or rally car, with flat shift. So what that effectively means is they've turned the MX5, the street-based car, into a giant shifter cart. And that is awesome and cool, but I think is the heart of what they're doing to make this what I think is one of the coolest series out there right now. And what I want to say is, so at Road America, when we were there driving the Corvette, big nasty things, there was Can-Am cars, Formula One, Indy cars, all kinds of stuff there. But the thing that blew me away was that was the first time I got to see the MX5 Cup. And lap after lap, these cars were nose to tail and dicing and fighting and changing positions more than any other race. So one, it was the most exciting race to watch, but two, in terms of being a car builder and driver, I was so astonished by what Mazda and Flis Performance were able to do and accomplish at building a car that could genuinely give you that close a competition. My opinion right now, and looking at this and just kind of seeing it, and I'm looking forward to see what it's like to drive here momentarily, is this is probably the most even competition I've ever seen, with the best costs of running in general. And what's really cool about it is, for anybody that's getting into this, and there's two basic trims you can get of the car. There's the SCCA level race car, which comes in about $68,000 fully prepared. You don't get the seat, so you got to do the seat in that one, and you get the standard H pattern gearbox. But the MX5 Cup package, as this one sits right now, comes in right about $80,000. Now that's got the dog engagement, sequential shift, flat shift gearbox, and all of the other upgrades to make this thing a formidable machine. Because even when you look at the small details, there are so many things, even strengthening aspects, safety aspects, cooling aspects, that allow these cars to run lap after lap after lap, race after race, full speed, engines that are within 3 horsepower. They are equal. So you get the most awesome racing competition you've ever seen, and I saw that. And frankly, that's why I'm really excited right now to be able to go test this and drive it, because it's just so nice. And the thing that I'm realizing and taking away from this is a great car and a great series for younger up-and-coming drivers, people that are brand new, or sportsmen, or those that really want to hone it. And so you got cars that are rather all the same, that are production-based, but around Mid-Ohio, these things are running mid-minute 30 lap times, which honestly is not that much slower than the tube-frame 700 horsepower massive slick tire Corvette we run. I mean, they're hauling the mail and doing really well. And if you come over here and look, the other aspect that makes this so great for anybody getting into it, whether you're a seasoned professional, maybe you're coming back into the sport, or you're new and just starting out and you want to develop your talents, or maybe you're just a hobbyist and you maybe have concern about, like, well, are these hot shoes gonna blow me away? The thing that's fascinating is the entire field of cars are all very close. So whether it's the newer people or the people that are seasoned and really going for the win, everybody's doing very well. That largely comes down to the data acquisition. It's got a fantastic aim system right here. And so you got the stock gauges behind, but these are the gauges I'm gonna use. This is this LCD display, which is gonna give me all of my temperatures, from cooling temperature, oil temperatures, pressure, the oil temperature, the diff, the transmission. Obviously you got your sequential shifter here, and everything else is beautifully laid out. And maybe if you wanna go to that side, we can walk you through the interior a little bit here more. So obviously we got a race wheel, got a fully FIA approved seat with you know, the head and helmet side support. You got the netting and all. So I feel this is a very safe and very sturdy car, but what's more exciting is getting the job done and going fast. But you can see it's beautifully laid out, and they're all laid out the same. I've got the accessories so I can turn on the gauges, do data acquisition and downloading upload, presumably. You got your ignition and your stock starter button. You have the ability to switch between 2 octanes of fuel depending on the series that you're testing, and it changes the engine mapping and ignition right for that. You obviously have your fuel reset. We've got our fire extinguishing arming system. So on board, if there happened to be the event of an issue, you'd be covered there. And then of course, these 2 switches are for the transmission and differential cooling overrides. They all work automatically, but in the event, it just needs a little extra something. That's beautifully laid out. So this is very simple, very easy to do. You got your shifter, you yank it back to upshift, you pop it down to downshift, and the car will blip it and everything for you. So I'm looking forward to seeing that, and that's why I say it's quite a lot like a shifter cart. You've got your pit lane speed limiter, which is adjustable here with this dial, just on the other side of the parking brake, in case you go to different series that have different pit lane speed limits. And then of course your radio button. And then beyond that, guys, it's 3 pedals, a steering wheel, and drive. I think that's what we need to do. I'm gonna go get suited up.
Well, I'm good to go. Do they warm up pretty quickly? The warm-up lap, you just be nice to it and everything's good?
Yeah, they'll come up for temp, just tire temp. It is a fairly, you know, you're used to a slick, so it takes a little.
Yeah, roger that. And the I believe it's a 35 mile an hour speed limit-ish. It does it read the mile an hour, and it obviously only does it in first, so I need to be into first before I hit the entry line of that last left turn to the straight in the pits. Yes. A little bit more, please. Yeah, keep going. I'm looking down the side of the car a lot. Yeah, right there. Okay, guys, fire it up, get a little temperature, and have at it, basically. Oh, forgive me. So neutral is actually lower than first. It's not like a bike.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Well, you won't be able to get neutral, so it'll lock out. So when you come back now,
yeah,
pull back to first gear.
Got it.
So now when you want to go to neutral,
sorry.
You want to go to neutral, you'll have to a little half shift up.
Got it.
Go.
Like that. And then reverse is that way?
And reverse will be up and forward.
Got it. Okay. Everything look good from your guys' view? Copy, thank you. Well, all right, guys. I guess this thing is recording. It's a lot to take care of. I mean, that's a very nice, simple race car, well built for everybody. But obviously, I've got a bit of a job to do here. Want to represent it, Flis Performance, Mazda MX5 Cup, well, NTT IndyCar Series. But I got a lot to learn. Just hopped into one of these cars, but it's really straightforward. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So maybe I should just smile and relax. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out. I'm going to pass the start-finish line one time, and then we're going to zing on by and get some tire temps. So here we go. Coming down the false grid, they've got the MX5 Cup starting from here. Get the visor down, paying attention. We're gonna have a pit lane speed limiter, so I'm just gonna go ahead and test that out here in a moment.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
And go ahead and go out?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right, guys, so I got it first. I got my finger on the pit button. I'm being ginger. I mean, this is a test and all. Tires are gonna be cold. I am looking forward. There's the pit limiter right there. Let's see when it goes off. This is gonna be fun. Oh, still a pit limiter, okay. And now it's off. Yeah, you gotta pull that baby like you mean it. All right, we're just warm up here. Got some decent water temperature, but not being a freak. This is the pro course, so we are going straight today. All right, I'm in fourth. Gonna just right foot brake it, and let's see. Yeah, that makes sense about there. So down to second, get a little temperature. Yeah, there it is. Still very predictable, even with totally cold race tires here. Yeah, very reasonable, very reasonable. I'm on the swap. Just short shifting a little bit. Oil temperature is coming up. It's about 164, 165. So here we go. I'm in fifth. Higher gear than I need to be. Just getting a little temperature in it. Yeah, that makes sense. Going down to third. Third gear is going to be the one for the end of the back straightaway, I am told. So I'm going to get used to just being here, coming through here, feeling it out, feeling it out. And then you get down to second here. All right, just feeling it out. Let's get some temperature in this thing. Oh, heck. They didn't tell me how to work the windshield wipers. Yeah, just a little ginger there when the car's on the tiptoes. Now we're getting a little temperature. Turns in really good when it bites. So I got my foot flat. It's not a giant motor, so I don't got to be a total freak about it. Going into third gear, so we're going to see if it's going to be a touch of the brakes. Don't want to go in too much like a lunatic. Just getting temperatures in the tire here. Rolling in, rolling in. Great rotation. Oh, that's nice. Very reasonable. All right, so we're probably going to hit fourth here. Just getting used to hitting my points. Yep, there it is. Going to hit the braking point. I see where he's going. Here it is. We're going to go down two. Be reasonable about that. Kind of sneak it in. Yes, rotate. Here it comes. Get that good entry onto the back straightaway. Here we go. All right, now this is going to be the time we come in. So I want to give the team good data acquisition, good tire temp. So I am going to push it a bit here. But I just got in the thing, so I don't want to get overly excited. Looks like all my temps are great, so I'm going to be happy with that. This guy's being kind of chill, so I'm going to dive on this here. Give it a moment. Down to third here. One downshift into the back straight. I can't wait to push that braking zone. Gosh, lean on it. It's fun. There's that second gear. Coming down here. I'm going to stand on it and see what it's like. Oh, that's nice. A little bit of a brake and a rotation. Getting up on that curb. Yeah, all right. That's cool. Fun. Real lightweight, real fun. It rotates good. Gonna have to get a little used to the nature of how it does it, but it's gonna be a lot of fun when I get this thing to flow. So we're gonna come in for the tire temps here. Very enjoyable. Great car. Be a little more generous. I can definitely get it to throw in. If I try to hoss it on in there, it'll break loose. So here we go. We're gonna come in for the pits. I am in second gear. The pit speed limiter works in first gear. Okay, copy right here, guys. Everything reasonable right now?
Yeah, everything looks great. Everything looks good.
Perfect. Well, the car's solid as can be. 195 on the water temp, oil temperatures, everything's just coming up a little bit, but it's a good car, and there's nothing about it right now that gives me any alarm. It's just good in general. All right, guys, so back on the pit limiter. This is good fun. I'm looking forward to just flowing it. Now the car is good, so I'm just going to drive, and let's have fun. That's the first time out. I still have to be respectful of the car and all the other competitors because I'm just doing an open test. But darn it, I want to have some fun. I want to go fast. All right, she's going to come off at some point here. I'm just going to stick my foot. Let's go. You going to go? Oh, now it's going. I got to do it. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Yes, okay. Think or don't think. Flow, baby. All right, there's third gear. We're not going to hit fourth on this. I see there's nobody coming up, so we're okay. Tire temps are going to come down a little bit. Being reasonable on my downshift timing there. Going to feel, this thing rotates just beautifully. It's not a big old lug. Oh, that's nice. All right. Well, here we go. Let's have some fun. All right, got to shift it just a moment before that. Just touch the rev limiter. There it is. Beautiful. We're in fourth. We're going to stay here. Now I'm going to right foot brake. I'm going to take a little deeper. We're going to go up to about 450, 300 in. Here it comes. Oh, I can go so much deeper than that. How cool is that? Wow. What a great car. Leaning into it there and down into second. This thing just plants so well. What a beautiful, beautifully handled car. Over the curb, really reasonable and nice there. Coming up to third. Now I got to hit this point right because I got to come down to second apparently. And there it is, gonna get that good entrance into Thunder Valley right over the apex and curve. Oh, I like you. Oh, this is fun. Yes. A little chance to breathe. Gonna check this. We're gonna just do a little dab of the brakes and in we go, guys. Flowing into a higher gear. Oh yeah, that is good. Yes. There it is. Just get off of it so it'll stick and rotate. And we are on it and going. This is great. Yeah. Oh man, I just got in this car. I can't imagine how awesome it would be if I spent a little time in it. Yeah, lean on it, baby. Beautiful. Back to flat and tracking out. Oh, I can't wait to just flow it in there. Coming up to the shift and boom, into fourth. Awesome. Let's come up to this next braking zone. Braking uphill, so we'll be a little more effective. I took it a little bit too far, but we'll get away with it. Now, if I was in a race, somebody might have snuck up on the inside of me. So I'm gonna have to get those braking points right. And boom, third gear. All the temps are great. Gosh, this car is just so well sorted. I got nothing to do but drive. Oh, fantastic. I think I'm gonna give a radio call on the way back, just let them know everything's good. And boom. There's third gear. I can go deeper. Oh my gosh, so much confidence in just what the car is able to do, and the ability to work on what I gotta do, which is drive. In there. Yeah, oh, what a beautiful turn in. Gosh, how great is that? Going into third. Now, I missed that a little bit. Gonna have to get on it earlier in a second. But their pro test driver guy mentioned he comes through there in second. Now, I'm not accustomed to downshifting there, but I am going to assume he knows exactly what he's talking about. So I'm just gonna have to make that work. Yeah. All right, so we're learning this. Tell you what, guys, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna start paying attention to this. Yes, beautiful. I can go through there faster, but I don't want to be rough with it. You know, the Genius Garage IMSA Corvette, you gotta be rougher with that car, because it's just so big and nasty. But this thing flows beautiful. It's a lot lighter, and it's just something I gotta remember. Oh, that's great. I love how when you put the power down, it plants, but it still rotates well. As long as you're not being a total freak, I'm not worried about it stepping out like a lunatic, and it just does what it needs to do and does it well. That's great. Awesome. Oh, I love that. Okay, now I gotta get that entrance in the Thunder Valley barrier. That's where I'm not quite cutting the mustard. So let's see if we can get that a little bit better. I think we're gonna. Much better. Getting in there. Still miss my apex a little bit, but not horrible. Yeah, tracking out to the curb. Let's go. Beautiful. And on it in a little straighter line here. Everything's good on my end. How you guys doing? I heard that we're going to have to take the lap times off the AIM, and you said something about the cars coming up from behind, but I didn't copy on that. That's a great idea. I'll be happy to do so. right, guys, so I was just getting a radio call and just talking about the data acquisition, something about the lap times not recording on the, I think, two-way. And we got a competitor being a little faster than us. So when he gets up here in a little bit, I'm going to let him by. And you know what? Might learn a little bit from him because these guys are real fast. So I guess it's going to be fun. Oh, that is nice, you guys. I really like driving this car. Okay, coming up with a fourth upshift. Beautiful. Nice, nice, nice. This is great. What a great car. Yeah, I see the competitor back there. He's slowly inching up, I would expect. They're quite good. All right, let's take this a little deeper. And now. Beautiful. Getting that apex there. Now you gotta be careful with Thunder Valley, it falls away, and a lot of people, if they're not ready for it and being delicate, you can hook a car right into the fence. Don't want to do that.
All right, you guys, that was the outing today. I loved that car. I really did. It was sort of funny getting here today. Obviously, got everything going on with IndyCar, with their width, and you know, you get to the rig, but everybody at the Flis Performance is so nice and professional. So you get in, you get associated, and you understand everything going on with the car, find out the protocol for this event, what the pit lane speed is, and all that jazz. And one of the test drivers was here and gave me some good pointers on what gear to be in, and just some little things we went over. So got me out there feeling pretty good rather quickly. So went out there, initially just did 2 laps, get some tire temp in. You saw that. Did that, come back into the pits, then went back out, have at it for a while, start to kind of get a feel for it. Then we come back and look at the data acquisition. First of all, it's really exciting to talk with the drivetrain guy. We got to see all the histograms from throttle input and braking RPM and all that jazz to see, you know, am I shifting well? Thankfully, I was. It was pretty crisp. Everything is good with him. And then you go on to the data acquisition with the suspension guy and AIM. And of course, we're going to be looking up more and come back in the next video. We're going to go over it a lot. But huge thanks, of course, to Mazda, to Flis Performance. I think the Global MX5 Cup cars are amazing. Either for somebody that's been racing for a long time, you want to get really serious about it. I think the cars are fun to drive. The competition was awesome, even in testing. And it's just super professional, and frankly, it's fun to be here around the IndyCar weekend all at Mid-Ohio. So you guys can come out to a race, support this, enjoy it, buy some tickets, spectate, follow along on the social medias. And if you're thinking about going racing or young ones, the MX5 Cup cars, you absolutely can't go wrong. Whether you're a new person starting out and learning, or you're an older sportsman, or somebody that just wants something to hone their skills on. So I look forward to see you guys in the next video.